Hi everybody, welcome to my home. My name's Lachlan McKinnon Patterson, chef for the newest American Express Centurion Lounge here in Denver. The dishes I created represent my passion for northeastern Italy, specifically friuli. This is where rigatoni al portinat was born. So let's start cooking. And of course, since it's a pasta dish, let's talk real quick about the pasta. We have some beautiful bronze die extruded rigatoni. It's not going to crack when we're cooking it. And like any great pasta dish, we're going to leave it slightly underdone so it can finish cooking the rest of the way in the pasta sauce. I always like to season the pasta water with a little bit of salt. Then we can go ahead and drop the pasta. Box says 11 minutes, so I'm going to set the timer for 9. Great, so to get the sauce started, we'll add a little bit of olive oil to the pan. Turn the pan up to a medium heat, and we'll start with this beautifully diced prosciutto Santagnelli. So, not prosciutto di Parma, but prosciutto Santagnelli from the hilltop village of Santagnelli Friuli. We're gonna render that in the pan for just a few minutes until it's crispy on one side, but still soft on the other, so it doesn't become tough inside the pasta sauce. So now that the prosciutto is caramelized on one side, we're ready to add the next part of the sauce, which is the cream. So the cream's gonna go in. I always put a little bit extra in so I don't have to worry about scraping it out, and let it infuse with the prosciutto for just a couple of minutes. Nice big bubbles will form. We'll reduce it by about 2/3 and leave it unbroken so we can then get the sauce to come back to life again and coat the noodle just perfectly. As someone who travels to Italy many times a year, having a great meal before the flight is so important. The idea is to hit the ground running when we get there, get right to work, and having that ritual down tight before you take off is crucial. And so to be able to go into a beautiful new Centurion Lounge, have a great bite to eat, nice glass of wine, and jump on the plane and go to sleep, there can't be a more perfect recipe than that. So now that the cream is reduced down, I'm just gonna turn the heat all the way down, set the pan off to the side, and wait for the pasta to be done. In the meantime, we have a few other ingredients that'll complete the dish. Perfect prosciutto sliced paper thin, almost so you can see through it. One slice goes down on the plate. Hot pasta will just sit over top of it and slowly start to melt it. A nice little dash of lemon juice always brings a dish to life with just that perfect amount of acidity that's so crucial to cut through all these fatty flavors. And then, oddly enough, just a little dusting of poppy seeds on the top. Poppy seeds came to Friuli through the old port of Trieste when it was occupied by the Ottoman Empire and remained in this cuisine since then. So pasta's done. I'm gonna remove that from the pan. I always like to grab an extra spoon so we can pull out a little bit of the pasta water as well. And then we'll bring that back to the heat, turn the heat up on high, and start to slowly bring the sauce together. So the pasta's almost done cooking in the sauce. As you can see, it's starting to thick and really coat the noodle. So I'll be careful not to over-reduce it, over-thicken it, and we're almost ready here. And the idea is really just to plate just what you need. So I'll add a little dash of lemon at the end, right at the end. You don't want to cook the lemon juice. Bring it off the heat, give it a little toss, and we can go to the plate. I like to make sure I get some right on top of that beautiful slice of prosciutto to start melting it. Pick through and pick out just the right amount of dices of prosciutto for the garnish. Top with a little splash of poppy seeds, and finish the dish with 1 or 2 last beautiful slices of prosciutto right on top. Can't wait for you to taste a little bit of Italy in the new Centurion Lounge in Denver. Buon appetito.